Yeah, it's so different than 8 years ago. And level set here, everybody should root for the success of every American president. But in my business, we're here to hold people accountable. When we say here that the transition is not only unusual, but unusually successful, it's just a factual statement. It's not about rooting for Trump. It's not about not holding him accountable for not telling the truth. It's about the reality. Now, this may not translate into the presidency, but there's signs that it could, and it probably in some ways will. But this is extraordinarily successful what he's doing. And as Sean said, you can see it in the reaction. World leaders, business leaders, members of Congress, the confirmation kerfuffles, I think, are the exception that proves the rule. He's in such a commanding position, and he prefers this. He prefers to be loved and courted rather than attacked. And last thing I'll say, I came up with a stat this morning. Maybe this is not original. Donald Trump, if you count winning the nomination and winning the general, he's 5 for 6. That's like all-time record. Roosevelt, is in the modern era, but it's an all-time record. And this victory, winning the nomination and then winning the general, after showing the country who he is and what he's about, and making the agenda for a second term really clear, and having a second term not exhausted, not having an exhausted staff, having spent 4 years writing executive orders and figuring out who he wanted to hire, he's in a position to be a much different and more formidable second term president. And you see that in the press conference where he is, again, it's just objective fact. He's confident. He's not, as Sean said, he's not pulling every punch, but this is the version of Trump that he thinks can govern and go down in history, and that's what he wants.